Hi, this is Kathleen with Kal-Ven Tag and Title Service located at 7000 Bel Air Road, Baltimore, Maryland. Zip code is 21206. Our phone number is 410-668-6000. Website address is www.calventagtitle.com. Website hours are 8 a.m. to 7 Monday through Saturday. Sunday is 12 to 6. Summertime is 12 to 7. Yeah, that's it. Today I want to talk about the things we do, the things that our system allows us to do. There's something called T1, which is new title with new tags. This is like when an individual buys a vehicle and they have the inspection. You're not looking for 30 days. You have the inspection and you want to register the vehicle for 2 years. If you have the inspection when you're coming to me and you just purchased the vehicle, I'm going to need the title. If there's a lien on the title you're presenting to me, I'm going to need the lien release, insurance, Maryland safety inspection, and your driver's license. Let me break it down again. If you come in, if you just bought a vehicle and you got inspected for some reason and you want to register the vehicle for 2 years, you bring the title. If there's a lien on that title, I'm going to need the lien release, Maryland safety inspection, your driver's license, and insurance. Those I will need to be able to do this, to be able to register the vehicle for 2 years. Remember, the system does not give you 1 year. You don't have the option of 1 year. It's automatic 2 years. That's when you bring in the inspection. But the only time you have the option of 1 year or 2 years is after you must have done 30 days. That's not what we're talking about here. This is new title with new tags. When it says with new tags, that means you bring in the inspection to me, Maryland safety inspection. So if you come here, you don't have the inspection, the only option you have is to do 30 days. So that's all about this. The next one I'm going to talk about is new title with tag transfer. New title with tag transfer. This is like you buying a vehicle and you're transferring your old tags from your vehicle. Even when you go to a dealership to buy a car, make sure if you want to transfer your tags, you have to tell the dealer. If you don't tell the dealer you're transferring the tags, you're going to lose the registration card. I mean, the registration on the vehicle. Because some people have almost like 2 years. Because in order for you to get something back or money refund, you must have 12 full months. So if you have just used only 1 month, why waste the remaining 11 months? So we advise you to transfer the plate. That's where transfer comes in. So when you transferring your plates, make sure the new vehicle that you just bought is inspected. Because if it's not inspected, we cannot carry the plates over. So if the new vehicle is inspected, you bring that bring the inspection from the new vehicle has to be inspected. Okay, let me do it this way so that I don't get too confused. When you come, if you're transferring plates from an old vehicle to the new vehicle has to be inspected. What would you be bringing to me? You'll be bringing the title. If there's a lien on the current vehicle, you bring in to me. I'm gonna need the lien release. If there's no lien release, if there's no lien on it, then don't worry about the lien release. So it's gonna be the title, insurance, your driver's license, and then Maryland safety inspection, and also the registration card. If you're transferring your plates, you cannot transfer someone else's plates. You cannot transfer your boyfriend's plate or anyone. It has to be your plate. Unless maybe it's a gifted vehicle whereby you inherited it from your dad or your mom, or your mom or dad or your son or daughter, vice versa. Any other extended family, you have to get it inspected. Anyway, in order to do so, like I said, I'm going to need the title. If there's a lien on it, I'm going to need the lien release, Maryland safety inspection on the new vehicle, registration card from the old vehicle, insurance, and your driver's license. That's all about new title with new tag with tag transfer. The next one I'm going to talk about is new title with 30 days. With 30-day temp tag. This is when you don't have the Maryland inspection, Maryland safety inspection, you're trying to get the vehicle inspected. This is like, we call it 30-day temp tag in the state of Maryland. This is like when you don't have the inspection. So if you don't have the inspection, you want to get inspection tags, all you got to do is to come in with the title. If there's a lien, I'm going to need the lien release. And if there's a lien on the vehicle, I'm going to need the contract, insurance, and your driver's license. If there's a lien, I'm gonna need the contract. This is if it's gonna be a lien, probably you bought the vehicle from out of state. Out of state dealers are not mandated to give you the Maryland safety inspection. So if you go like Virginia to buy a vehicle and you come into Maryland to get tags, the only option you have is a temp tag. Unless it's what do you call it, historic. Maybe you want to do historic. And remember, for historic, that's a different issue we're going to talk about. Historic, if you're going to use it as an everyday vehicle, you must get inspected. And if it's something that is going to be a second vehicle, then you don't get inspected. So if you purchase the vehicle from out of state dealer, I'm going to need the title. If there's a lien on the title you're presenting to me, I'm going to need the lien release, dealer reassignment, dealer bill of sale, odometer disclosure, other forms they give you, the contract. If there's a lien that's going to be on the vehicle that you're registering, I'm going to need the contract. If the dealer give you a VR005 whereby it will state the lien, it's okay. If not, I need the contract, insurance, and your driver's license. They don't have to give you Maryland safety inspection. So when you come here, you'll be getting 30-day temp registration, just like 30-day temp tag, okay? So for a 30-day temp tag, for a vehicle purchased from an individual, you're going to need the title, lien release if there's any lien on the vehicle, the title you're presenting to me, insurance, and your driver's license. That's all you need to get a temp tag. The next one I'm going to talk about is title only. Excuse me. Title only. This is for like someone that just bought a vehicle, maybe for some reason doesn't have insurance. It's better for you to do title only. Title only, you don't have to give me insurance. All I have to do is to put the title in your name in case you misplace the title. Because if you holding on to the plate, the title, waiting until you're able to get insurance and you misplace that title, it's gonna be a whole lot. You have to go look for whoever sold this vehicle to you. It's gonna be a mess. So when you buy a vehicle, we encourage you to put the vehicle right away in your name. So if you misplace it, all you gotta do is to come here, we'll give you a duplicate title. But if you're holding on to it and you misplace it and it's still in that person's name, you gotta go through her. That's if you remember the person that sold you the vehicle, or if you know the name. So you're gonna be like, if you misplace the title, you have no information. Probably the number, you've misplaced the number. So it's gonna be difficult for you to locate the person. So what we encourage you to do is put the title in your name right away. If you don't have insurance, that's another option. And also, if you have some kind of insurance violation or whatever that you can't get tags, just put the title in your name so that you don't misplace it until you're able to rectify the flags or flag that you have with motor vehicle. So that's all about title only. And then standard renewal, registration renewal is, okay, standard renewal is like, for those who did 30-day temp tag, this is whereby you come back to a standard registration you have. And what do you have to give me? You have to give me the Maryland safety inspection. You have to give me the registration card. If you don't have the registration card, just copy the tag number or the VIN number of the vehicle, and I should be able to locate the vehicle, and also your driver's license. So let me put it this way. This is standard renewal after 30-day temp tag. You give me the Maryland safety inspection, you give me the registration card or VIN number or tag number, whichever one, or title number, whatever information you have about that vehicle, I need that, and then your driver's license. Then standard renewal for a vehicle you've owned for like a year or two. That's like the vehicle has been inspected, is in the system, and you've renewed before, you just come in for your regular renewal. All you need is just the registration card. If you don't have it, just give me the VIN number or title number, whatever information you have on the vehicle, and then your driver's license. That's all I need for you to renew your sticker. And then when you come here, I'm gonna print the renewal form, and then I'll give you to sign. The next one I want to talk about is the tag return. Tag return is like when you have a vehicle, for some reason, if the vehicle breaks down and you can't keep up the insurance, or you want to take out the insurance, the advice to give you there is to turn in your plates and then you take out the insurance. Because if you take out the insurance and you're still holding on to the plates, you're gonna get insurance violation. MVA is gonna flag you because they think you're driving that vehicle without insurance. So if the car breaks down, turn in your plates. If you buy a new vehicle and you no longer want to keep that vehicle in your possession, just turn in the plates. Otherwise, you'll be flagged. So when you turn in your plate, I'm going to need you to fill out VR021 and then the plate. If you have one, if you misplace one, bring the other one. If you have both of them, bring the two. And then your driver's license. So to return your plate, it's going to be 3 things. You know, I'll give you that form. You can download it online. It's VR021. The plates that you returning to me, and then your driver's license. Once I submit the plates online, I'll give you a receipt showing that you came to me on that date, and then the time will be there. So if the insurance company needs that for you to cancel your insurance, most of them will ask for the receipt from from returning your plate. So if you came to me, I'll give you a receipt. All you have to do is to fax that a receipt to your insurance company, and then your insurance company will release the insurance, will take out the insurance. So the next one here is the new registration only. New registration only. This is like when you buy a vehicle, say like out of state. Most dealers don't like to give you the paperwork because they believe that you're going to misplace the paperwork. Or misplace the paperwork or take out some papers, because I've had some people, that came to me here, took out some paperwork and was telling me, I paid cash for it. I said, no, I need all the paperwork they gave you. This is not all of it. Go bring me the contract. Are you paying on it? The guy said no. So I had to pay attention to the bill of sale. When I was reading the bill of sale, that was when I saw the lien. And I said, sir, your monthly payment is, oh yeah, I forgot. Be careful. Otherwise, you register a vehicle that has a lien and then you'll be sued for it, so be careful. So that's why a lot of people don't give the paperwork out. What they do, they'll give you a temp tag and then they'll forward the paperwork to me. Some of them will send to motor vehicle. They'll write a check to, of the exact amount and send it to motor vehicle with the paperwork. Or most of them always call me. So when they call me, I give them my address and then they let me know they're mailing me the paperwork. All I have to do is to tell them, break the fees down. The percentage is 6% here in the state of Maryland. So we give the 6%, so they calculate all the fees and then they write a check and then send me the paperwork. So when they do that and they send your paperwork to me, then if there's a number of you, I'll call them, or sometimes the company will send the person, say go to Kal-Ven Tag and Title Service and get your plates. So when you come in here, they're not obligated to give you the Maryland Safety Inspection unless you're in their state. So when you come in here, you'll be coming to get 30 days. So when you come in a situation like that, I'm going to need the title from the dealer bill of sale. No, sorry, let me start like this. The title, dealer reassignment, dealer bill of sale, odometer disclosure, other forms that they give you, sometimes power of attorney from here and here, whatever paperwork they give you, and then the contract. Some of them, when they call me, I send them a VR005 so that they'll fill it out and then state the lien information there. So, yes, so when I receive the paperwork, all I'll do, I believe they'll send for you to come here, and then once I issue plates, I'll give you your paperwork. Because what they do, why they send the paperwork to us is for us not to miss the lien. Because some of them will misplace some of the paperwork and then act like there's no lien on the vehicle. They're doing this to protect their lien. So if there's a lien on the vehicle, they want to send it to motor vehicle or send it to a tag and title agent. I do receive those people. I receive transactions like that. They'll call me, oh, I'm mailing something to you, and then I'll break down the fees, make sure you collect the exact amount, calculate the sales tax correctly, make sure you collect everything, because if it's less, they have to pay the difference. So make sure you give them all the fees associated with the registration. So that's about that. And also, this applies to people too who the dealer tries to register the vehicle for them and then they have insurance violation. So the dealer will do a temp tag and then will do title only. Put the, register the vehicle, do title only. I'm talking about Maryland dealers. This new registration is if you go to a dealership, they're supposed to register your vehicle. But if they put your Sanders number and they see a flag, insurance violation, they're not going to go through with the registration. So all they'll do is they will do Maryland temp tag, they'll give you their dealer temp tag, 60-day temp tag for you to drive the vehicle while you go rectify the problem with motor vehicle. So when you go to motor vehicle and you've rectified the situation, then when you come to me, by then the dealer must have registered the vehicle, must have submitted your paperwork to a motor vehicle. They do have some of them that sometimes they will not submit the paperwork, and then the customer's temp tag has expired, and then when I put the VIN number in the system, I noticed that the vehicle hasn't been registered and they're driving with an expired plate. So in a situation like that, what you do is to go back to the dealership or call the dealer. You say, look, I'm trying to get tags here, but for some reason the vehicle hasn't been registered. So when you call the dealer will register the vehicle right away. Sometimes most of them don't have the title to transfer the registration. So that might be the problem, you know, like the title being delayed. So that's the situation whereby we don't see the registration in the system. In order for me to give you plates, I have to see the inspection. The Maryland safety inspection must be in the system in order for me to give you plates. Unless you purchase the vehicle from out of state, then the system would... If it's out of state, you must have the title to come to me to get your plate. So this will not apply to out-of-state residents. It applies to out-of-state residents. I take it back in the sense that they sent your paperwork to motor vehicle. They sent your paperwork to motor vehicle. They didn't send it to me. So motor vehicle has registered this vehicle, and now the system is, you know, they did title only. They did title only. When they do title only, then you'll be needing plates. So when you, we'll be needing plates. So when you come to me, the system would, okay, no, that's a different option. This only applies to only Maryland dealers. Like for people who purchase a car from like Drive Time, like all these leasing companies. Drive Time, what is this one here? Next Day or whatever. If you purchase a vehicle from a dealer that doesn't have the license to issue plates, they'll do title work only for you. Put the Maryland safety inspection in the system. So when you come to me and I put your VIN number in the system must show me the inspection in order for me to issue plates. Say like Drive Time or, you know, like, Drive Time, Next Day, you know, these leasing companies, you know, they don't have the license to issue plates. So all they'll do is to give you like a 60-day temp tag, and then you come to us, you know, to get your plate. So when you come into me, I must see the inspection in the system. If there's no Maryland safety inspection, you have to go back to the dealer. Whoever sold you that vehicle to enter, you know, add the inspection. Because if I'm not seeing the inspection, we are not authorized to give you a temp tag. So I must see the inspection to give you plate. They also have situations, you know, whereby when we put the VIN number or the title number, we're not able to see the registration. So in that case, that means the person has not registered the vehicle. They still holding on to your paperwork. So in that situation, when you call me and I run your VIN number and I tell you that the vehicle hasn't been registered, all you have to do is to call the dealership, tell them, look, I need for you to submit my paperwork so that I can get my tags. So that's the only time we get a situation like that. So in that case, when you're coming to me, all you do after that is after the dealer must have registered your vehicle. Maybe they did a temp tag, not a temp tag. Yeah, they did a temp tag because you had a flag, you know. So when you come into me, all you'll be bringing to me will be the title. By then the title must have been in your name. If you don't have the title, just bring me the VIN number or the registration card they gave you, and then the system should be able to allow me to register the vehicle. Duplicate title. Duplicate title. It's like when you misplace your title. Or like, say for instance, you registered a vehicle at a tag and title place and you've not received your title after like past 2 months. In a situation like that, what to do is call motor vehicle. Call motor vehicle, tell motor vehicle, give them the title number on your registration card. You read that title number back to motor vehicle and tell them, look, I processed my registration at a tag and title place, but for some reason I have not received my title. So what motor vehicle will do is motor vehicle will put that title number in the system. If they see that the title was made out to you and it wasn't returned, motor vehicle will give you and if motor vehicle made out that title and the title didn't get returned back to motor vehicle, you have to request for a duplicate title. If they made it out and the title was returned back to them, then motor vehicle will issue another title at no cost to you. So when you register your vehicle, make sure you put the right address. If you move in, put the new address. If you put your old address, the chances of that title being misplaced is there, or yes, it's there, because if they deliver the title and no one takes it back to the post office saying that the person has moved, it's gonna sit there until it will misplace. So when it doesn't go back to motor vehicle believes that the person has received the title, so they cannot issue another title to you. You have to request for a duplicate title. So in order for you to request for a duplicate title, when you come into me, I'm gonna need the title number, VIN number, or the tag number. Okay, yeah, or the tag number of that vehicle. Whatever information you have on the vehicle, that's what I need. And then I'm gonna have you fill out a form, the duplicate title. Yeah, I'll make you fill out the duplicate title form. You fill it out and then you sign, and then I process the registration. I mean, process the duplicate title. And once I process it, it takes 5 to 10 business days for you to receive in the mail. But if you want same day title, you have to come to me before 9:30. If you come to me after 9:30, I won't be able to guarantee the same day. So if you come, make sure you come. In short, after 9:30, it has to be the next day. I will guarantee it. But if it's after 9, because I have to be a motor vehicle at 10. If I get there after 10, they will not process. They will send me home. So make sure you get here before 9:30, so I can guarantee you the same day. So if you come here 9:30, you should be able to get your title before the end of the day. The next one I want to talk about is duplicate registration. Duplicate registration is like when you misplace your registration card. You know, like the one like when police pulls you over and they ask for it. If you misplace it, you come here and request for a duplicate title, a duplicate registration. What do you need when you want to request for a duplicate registration? You bring me the tag number, VIN number, title, whatever information you have on the vehicle. You bring me that, and then your driver's license. Whatever you're doing with me, you must have your license. So the next one I want to talk about is a substitute sticker. Substitute sticker is like when you misplace your sticker, or maybe your sticker is not readable. Sometimes people steal them, they peel it off or whatever. If you misplace your sticker, or it's not readable, it's messed up, then you request for a substitute sticker. This is like us giving you another sticker. Whatever your registration is, the system is gonna keep it. So if it's for 2 months left, the system will give you exactly whatever that's in the system. Will give you another sticker number. So in order for me to do this, you gotta bring your vehicle information, tag number, whatever, and then your license. Admin flags. Admin flags, we can only collect admin flags only. MV admin flag, red light admin flag, Baltimore City admin flag. Those flags we collect. Every other flags, you have to go to motor vehicle. Or if you, say for instance, you run a red light in the city, you have to go to city department, it's Baltimore City office, to go and pay that fine. If you run a red light in Baltimore County, you go to Baltimore County. So when you call motor vehicle should be able to guide you on how to go about them. But if you come to me and you have other flags, if you have only administrative flag, the system will let me collect that flag and allow you to do whatever transaction you came to me to do. But if you have other flags, apart from administrative flag, the system is it's not gonna let you do anything because you have other pending flags. So make sure if you have a flag in the system and it's only admin flag, the system will let me collect the flag and have you register your vehicle or renew your SIC or whatever you have to do. But if you have other flags, you have to go take care of them. And the process, let me talk a little bit about that. The process is a bit complicated. When you pay a fine, say like you go to Baltimore City for a red light ticket, after you pay that fine, tell them to fax the receipt to a nearby, to a full service MVA that is closer to you, the one that you be going to. Make sure you specify that way they will fax it to them. They're not going to honor your receipt. MVA will not honor your receipt. The receipt has to come from that department. You understand? Say, for instance, you run a red light here in Baltimore County. You go to Baltimore County office, you pay the fine, and then tell whoever you pay that money to please fax a copy of that receipt to a full service MVA. Don't send it to an express. It has to be a full service MVA. If you send it to a full service MVA, you go there. You tell them I'm here to leave my flag. You know, I just paid the fine and they fax the receipt. So when you go there, they're going to pick the receipt and then they remove the flag. It's not like you pay and then you walk away and you go to motor vehicle. Motor vehicle will send you back. So if you go to motor vehicle and motor vehicle sends you back, call that company. Call the city or Baltimore County, whoever you pay that money to. Call them and say, look, I'm a motor vehicle here. Please, instead of driving back to the place, call them on the phone and say, please, can you fax the receipt to so-and-so motor vehicle? It must be a full service MVA. That's the only way they will leave the flag. If you have from different counties and cities and all that, you have to go to each one of them. Do exactly what I've just said. If you want to register your vehicle the same day. If you pay and you leave it and it's okay, go to... No, they don't leave the flag until you get to them. If it's going to take 5 months or 6 months for them to leave the flag, it's going to take a longer process. So, but if you want to get your plates the same day or you want to do some kind of transaction, make sure you call that department to send the receipt to a full service MVA. And then once you go there and they receive the fax, all they do is to leave the flag and then you get your plates. Or you come back to me instead of going back in line and waiting for another 5 hours. Just come to me. Call me from there. Let me check the flag to see if it's been lifted. And then I'll let you know whether to come or not. You know, because if there's another flag pending, the system will not let you get plates. You have to pay all the fines in order for you to get plates. So that's about admin flags. And then titled vehicle with 30-day temp tag. This is like when you do title only. Remember we talked about title only. You do title only. Probably when the time you did title only, you didn't have insurance. So now you have decided to put this vehicle on the road. That's why it's called titled vehicle with 30-day temp tag. You did title only, then and now you want to get tags, you know, to drive the vehicle. So when you come in to me, you're going to bring the title or VIN number or whatever, because the vehicle is already in the system. Then insurance and your driver's license. When you come into me, you must bring insurance. If you don't have insurance, I won't be able to register the vehicle. So you must have insurance, your license, and then the vehicle information, VIN number or title number, whatever you have. So that's all about this. I don't know if you guys got something off of it. You know, if you have any questions, I try as much as possible to educate you guys on what we do here, so that we will make it easier for you. It takes me 2 minutes or 1 minute to register a vehicle as long as your paperwork is right. So I'm that fast. I'm a very fast tag and title agent, very reliable and everything. So make sure your paperwork is right. As long as your paperwork is right, it takes me a minute to register your vehicle. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, please go to my website, www.Kal-Ven-Tag-Title.com. All the information you need and what to bring to me before coming to me is there. I have everything listed there. So if you have any questions or you find something that, you know, maybe you didn't find anything that relates to your situation, just call me and I will explain to you better. So have a nice day. Thank you for watching. And you know where to find me. I'm on 7000 Bel Air Road, Baltimore, Maryland. I miss no all. Whatever thing you need, I am here. I'm a knowledgeable tag and title agent. You want to deal with me because your paperwork will be safe with me. And also remember, when I do your register your vehicle, you get your title 2 to 3 days because I am fast. Motor vehicle trusts my paperwork. They know I'm going to make my paperwork. So people always get their titles on time. They always tell me, oh, every time I come to you, I always get my title, you know, my titles on time. So make sure if you do what is right, you're going to be in business. So just stay safe and do what is right. Thank you, having us. Okay. Thank you.